Welcome back to the Eczema series. So, I hope that so far you're learning and getting some useful information from our past videos that will help you manage your eczema. So for today, we're still in that area. We're still in the food and the diet aspect of managing eczema because I feel like these are the more important ones to really concentrate on. Pero we're gonna be talking about din naman the topicals, the steroids, eventually and other stuff. Pero the diet and the food, I think, are the more important ones because yun nga, as I've said before, I'm really a firm believer believer na we should address eczema from within. That's the more important ones because the steroids, the creams, the ointments, sure they help, pero very shallow yung pag-address, kumbaga talaga nasa skin lang, pero deep inside nandun pa rin yung inflammation. And if you don't have that kind of strong foundation or the good health or if you don't address it from within, then wala talagang babalik siya kasi sa labas mo lang siya ina-address. So that's why we're going to be focusing on food muna as our first set of videos. Sige. So phytonutrients, that's what we're going to be discussing today. So what are phytonutrients? So let's break down the word itself. So phyto is just a Greek word for plant. So if you put that together with nutrients, it's just plant nutrients. So we have here three other definitions from scientific journals, scientific community, and academic institutions, just to elaborate more on phytonutrients. So first, phytonutrients are substances that plants make for their own benefit, but when consumed by humans, lead to apparent reductions in incidence of chronic diseases. So I put that in here because eczema is a chronic disease. So it's just kind of emphasizes how phytonutrients help in our fight against eczema. So that's the first one. Second one, phytonutrients are found in fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, nuts, and teas. Color indicates the type of phytonutrient found in the plant. So in the succeeding slides, I'm going to be discussing the fruits and veggies in terms of the color group and what the benefits are for each of these colors. So yeah. And then lastly, some of the important bioactive phytonutrients include the following. So I won't read them one by one anymore. They are technical, pero we are familiar with other ones. So basically, if the source that I've read is legitimate and accurate, I think it was from WebMD. It says that there are about 25,000 phytonutrients that are in plants. So, and there's just about 100 or thousands that have been studied so far. So, arami talagang nutrients na nandyan sa plants na hindi pa rin din na-discover or nasa-study. So, yeah. So, yan. So, let's get on with the colors. So first, red. The red food group. So this one, I'm just gonna be showing the slides quickly. I'm just gonna be focusing on the benefits. You can just feel free to pause so that you can read them on your own pace. So the benefits here, I've highlighted some for each of the food group. And I think personally, I think these are the ones that kind of really help in managing eczema. So for the red group, it's anti-inflammatory, cell protection, and gastrointestinal health, among others. So for anti-inflammatory, na-discuss ko na to before, may inflammation tayo sa katawan, kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng flare-ups, kaya siya lumalabas as eczema sa skin. So we need to have that kind of anti-inflammatory aspect sa mga food natin para to help us to manage eczema. And then cell protection, also I've discussed this before, na it's the building blocks of our body. So if we protect it, if we make them healthy, then our overall system is just gonna follow, diba? And then gastrointestinal health, also again, I've mentioned this, na yung gut health is very important in managing eczema because they are the ones that, break down our food, help us absorb the nutrients, process the food. So, kung hindi sila nagpa-function ng mabuti, then we don't get the benefits that we're supposed to get from the food that we eat. And a lot of the inflammation comes from the gut kasi. So, we just really have to take care of our gastrointestinal health. Okay, next, orange. So we have here antibacterial, cell protection, and skin health. Antibacterial naman, I highlighted that because when we have severe eczema attacks, flares, may tendency kasi yung ano man tawag din? Ma-infect, and then kaya ka mariresetahan ng antibacterial na ointments. So, it's a good thing na we have antibacterial from within. We have that kind of precautionary measure na. So, the orange food group provide that antibacterial aspect. Okay, and then yellow, we have anti-inflammatory, cell protection, and skin health. Explain ko na yan. So, we move on. The green group, we have anti-inflammatory, cell protection, skin health, and hormone balance. So, the only new thing here is the hormone balance. I've highlighted that because I feel like, diba, especially for girls, diba, pag we have periods, may tendency na mas maraming breakouts, especially yung mga people na may acne, diba, sila yung pag may period, nagbe-breakout talaga yung skin. And I think that's the same thing with, eczema, na parang it's also somehow connected with hormonal imbalance. So we just really have to keep that in check as well. And then we have the blue, purple, black group. Here, we have anti-inflammatory and cell protection. And then lastly, we have the white, tan, and brown group, which is for cell protection, gastrointestinal health, and hormone health. So, yeah, yun yung mga related, I think, more on eczema. So, yan. So, what are the takeaways? So, 1, aim for 9 to 13 servings of plant foods every day. So, ang hirap siya imagine, no, kung ano yung servings na yan. I don't actually, measure them. Basta kung ano yung, pag matatansya mo naman kung marami ka nang nakain fruits and veggies. Pero, they say that half a cup of cooked vegetables, so cooked vegetables, half a cup, yun yung 1 serving. Pag naman raw leafy vegetables, dapat 1 cup, that's 1 serving. And then a medium-sized piece of fruit is 1 serving. So yan, those are the guides. Pero just aim to really have a lot of fruits and vegetables in each of the major meals. Even in sa snacks, actually, if you can integrate fruits and vegetables there, just go for it. Kasi so that you can achieve this daily serving requirement, yung 9 to 13. So if you can integrate at least like 3 to 4 servings in each of the meals, then you're good na, diba? Parang 3 times 3, 9. So yeah. So then second, I've already said this before, eat a rainbow of color. So mas maraming kulay, mas maganda in each of the meals. Kasi may tendency, especially sa Filipino diet, napaka-brown ng diet natin. Kasi parang kanin, brown food group yan. Samahan mo ng meat, brown pa rin yan. Tapos din, breakfast, diba? Long silog, top silog. Very walang kasamang ibang kulay, diba? So, ayan, basta just integrate a lot of colors as much as you can. And then 3, diversify your fruit and vegetable choices. Ang ibig sabihin lang dito is that, kasi baka may tendency na yung ibang tao, like, sige, maraming ang kulay. Nakakapag-red ka, nag-apple ka, green, nagla-lettuce ka, orange, orange. So, pero yun at yun lang yung kanakain mo. For red, mansanas lang forever. Yung green, lettuce lang forever. Hindi mo na ma-maximize yung iba pang benefits from the other vegetables. So, really diversify. So, pwede nyo naman balikan yung mga tables kanina. There are a lot of options out there na para yung red, hindi ka lang nakakoncentrate sa isa, or sa isang color group, hindi ka nakakoncentrate sa isa. So, ayan, paghalu-haluin nyo. And then, 4, maximize combinations. This one, I guess, ako personally need to read more about this as well. Pero, ang prime example on this is that, yung turmeric. Turmeric is in the orange group, yata, or yellow. Tawag dito. So, yung turmeric is anti-inflammatory, right? Ako, ininom ko siya as a tea. So, ang advice, a lot of people will say this, and probably, I'm not sure if it's a common knowledge, but just in case it isn't, ito yung example. So, yung turmeric, lalagyan mo ng pinch of black pepper, and that black pepper will actually activate curcumin. Curcumin is something that helps with inflammation as well and improves digestion among others. So, 'di ba, yung turmeric as a tea on its own is good, pero pag nilagyan mo ng black pepper, parang na-level up kasi may na-activate na curcumin. So, ayan, siguro yun yung prime example na parang marami kang pwedeng combination na parang elevate pa pala yung nutrients na makukuha mo. So, yun, just read more about it. Yun lang yung, I think, yung masasabi ko na example for that one. And then, lastly, go for the more nutrient-dense alternatives. So, ang ibig lang sabihin nito is that kasi maraming food actually na mas nutrient than others, is kahit na pare-parehas silang plants, pare-parehas silang fruits, pare-parehas silang vegetables and fruits. So, for example niyan is that yung mashed potatoes, kung kumakain ka na mashed potatoes, pwede mo siyang i-substitute with mashed purple potatoes or sweet potatoes kasi apparently mas nutrient dense yung sweet potatoes and purple potatoes. And the same thing with rice. I think this is common knowledge na yung white rice, parang sa hierarchy ng rice, medyo sila yung nasa pinakababa. So if you want to elevate the nutrients that you get, you go for the purple, brown, or black rice. Ganyan. So, yun. And then, one more thing, when it comes to fruits and vegetables, you would want to go for the ones with deep color. So, kung mas red na red, mas green na green, mas orange na orange, yung mas tingkad yung kulay, mas angat na angat yung kulay, yun yung mas maraming antioxidants, yun yung mas maraming nutrients. So, there. I hope you learn a thing or two again from this episode. I think I would just like to emphasize na talagang just try to integrate a lot of fruits and vegetables sa diet nyo because it really will help in time. Syempre, it will take time. It doesn't take overnight or a month for you to see the effects. Because you need to really be consistent about it. And I would just like to siguro just to emphasize on this mindset or this belief. You wouldn't hear, diba, na people would say or the society would say na eat more meat, makakaganda yan sa skin. You wouldn't hear that. No one says that ever, diba? But you hear fruits and vegetables are always good for the skin, diba? You always hear it. And there's truth to that kasi. So as much as possible, just integrate it into your diet. If you can lessen the meat and eat more vegetables, then I think that's also great. Just really make it a point na sobrang daming vegetables and plants. So yun, I hope you learned a thing or two again from this episode. I'm gonna be seeing you on the next episode of the Eczema series. Bye!